Welcome back. I'm Lynn from Enlightened Bodywork, and this is Let's Up Our Game. We're in a time right now when so many things are happening all at once that it can knock us off balance if we're not diligent. And in the beginning of all this, we were talking about ways to enhance your immune system because, there's a virus going around. We don't want to get it, or if we do get it, we don't want to die from it. So enhancing our immune system is an important aspect of hanging around. 3 things that are necessary to keep your immune system healthy is diet, exercise, and keeping a positive mental attitude. And so today I want to talk about that positive mental attitude. Some of you know I've been a yoga teacher for a really long time, and generally we did asana practice. But yoga is much more than asana practice. Yoga is a lifestyle, and there are 8 limbs of yoga, one of which is called Pratyahara. And Pratyahara is a practice of withdrawing from the senses, withdrawing from the chaos, withdrawing from the external influences that can drive you crazy. So what I'm noticing is on, Facebook and other forms of social media, people are losing their minds. People are having emotional meltdowns. People are saying things like, "Get me off this planet, everyone is so mean," or posting conspiracy theories, or listing a bunch of just random things that are causing hysterical outrage. And that's because this hysterical outrage that's going on inside you needs a vent, and so you're spreading it all over. That's a pretty nasty virus in and of itself. So here's what I'd like to recommend. Instead of getting into that feeling of outrage, I'd like to recommend that maybe just pull back for a second. You're entitled to your outrage. I'm not saying there's nothing to be outraged about. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But when we're angry, we act not necessarily in the most positive way possible to get the outcome that we want. When we're angry, we say things that we might regret later. We do things we might regret later. But because we're so caught up in the emotion of the moment, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I'd like to recommend this practice of Pratyahara. And all you need to do is take a few minutes, just a few minutes. Sit down or lie down and intentionally withdraw from the circumstances of your environment. Find a quiet place. Withdraw from the circumstances of your environment. And I know some people are saying, I'm trying to go away, but away is closed. I know. But here we are. We don't have a lot of options externally. But the one thing that we do have, the one thing we have total control over, is our minds. We have total control over our minds, and our minds have total control over our emotions. So if we can separate ourselves from the chaos externally, perhaps then disengage from the chaos going on internally, we can come to a peaceful place where we're just detached. And when you're detached, you're just now an observer of what's going on. you can make much better choices on how to go forward in your life. Just like when I was talking about diet before, in order to have a healthy body, you need to cut out the things that aren't healthy. The same thing with your mind. In order to have a healthy, rational, happy mind, you need to cut out the things that are disrupting your health and your happiness and your rationality. I'm not saying to pretend they don't exist. Of course they exist. I'm just saying separate yourself, pull yourself back, pull your personality back, get in touch with that part of you that's eternal and knows that this too shall pass, because this too shall pass. Take a breath. Give yourself a vacation at home where you can just detach from everything. Just detach. Say, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'm going to just detach and be for a minute, for 5 minutes, for 20 minutes. It will change your whole perspective. When you can do this practice, practicing Pratyahara, and you just stop and give yourself that time, it's like a reset button. All the craziness, you're now once removed from it. You remove yourself from it, that you can become more of an objective observer rather than the one in crisis. Pull yourself back. Give yourself a break. It helps a lot. Try it. I'm Lynn from Enlightened Bodywork. Have a wonderful day.